have the honor of welcoming Srimati Councillor Reena Jethi. Thank you.
Namaskar. Thank you very much. Ji. So here's a combination of a person who's standing right in front of you, a politician. So you have handed over the microphone to a politician. Imagine what is going to happen next, especially when I've been a high school teacher as well. So thank you. Welcome, Swami Vivekanandaji. Very honored to be here. Thank you, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, for hosting this event. It is phenomenal. We should have more of these. Now, having said that what we are working towards, let's see what we are today. So Australia celebrates diversity and engagement. That is the latest photograph from the Harmony Dinner. You can see the diversity. It is being definitely celebrated. Now let's see what the Hindu Council looks like and Hindu people in Australia look like. Yes, we are there. We are there because we are hosting ample number of events. We are celebrating our existence. We are here as new permanent residents and citizens. So there is another beautiful family, two of them, that we took oath recently in the Hillshire. So definitely, as a councillor, I'm very proud to say that we are increasing in population in Australia, and the numbers speak volumes. Yes, there are numbers which you can see for the Hindu population in Australia, but then when I look at the population and the numbers, what is the representation like? When I'm talking about representation, I'm talking about our political representation. Generally, when I speak to people and I say, hey, become a member of a political party. Oh, no, politics is not my thing. Why? Because let me tell you one thing, and one thing you will be assured of, that you are not untouched by politics. Everything in your life is touched by the political decisions made. Now, being a female, I cannot refrain myself from giving you an example. Come on, ladies. हमारे तो घर में politics चलती है. So once you're married, you know what politics is like. But what we do well is how we balance everyone. How we balance the in-laws, the outlaws, the insides and the outsides, the females, the males, and the kids. Imagine if you have to bring them all together onto one table and host an event in your own home. That is top politics. So we know how to deal with it, so it's about time we step out of the households. Now, when we look at some of the top Australian companies, we were talking still about representation. Let's talk about these companies. We all know these companies. Stockland, come on. Yes, we do. So we know it is led by CEO Tarun Gupta, familiar name. Orica, Sanjeev Gandhi. Link Group, Vivek Bhatia, who has also been the CEO of other organizations, and he is amazing. Let me assure you, along with the other CEOs, he's the most sought after. Then we have the PAC Group, Sanjay Dayalji. Then we have Newcrest Mine. Now, I have just picked up a few. The list is endless. Now, why are we talking about representation in these areas? Because if we have the brains to head such huge multinational giants, if we are able and capable to do all that, what is holding us back in the political realm? What is it that we cannot do? We can do everything. So let's look at what other things we have brought with us by birth. A familiar name again on the screen, one of my favorites. I don't know whether he was Kayast, but some of the people say so. So clearly born into a Kayast family, I'm very proud about that. Married to a Punjabi, I have multilingual and multicultural background. Now, when I look at my kids, I suppose they've got the best of the two worlds as genes. So if one of them comes out to be a politician, don't be surprised, please. So when we talk about politics, India is the land which has given the whole world the big grantha of politics. They all talk about Bible. I talk about granth. I talk about the things which India has presented the whole world. They learn from us. They learn from this Earth Shastra. So what we need to understand is to be proud of who we are. That's the number one thing. Number two, that when we look at moving forward, we need to nail certain areas. first we have to have a strategy in place. And that strategic approach needs to come with a framework. Now, what is framework? What is it that we have to work towards? I agree. We have the numbers. And when we have the numbers, as our Prime Minister Modi ji said, we have the power. When you have the power, you are moving forward with that thrust that no one can stop you. In this room itself, we have the movers and shakers who do that in their own companies. Imagine if you take it a bit step forward outside in the community. Why is it that we are being held back? Why is it that we are always being said, oh, that's great, you are being assimilated. Be accepted. We are already here. We have nailed it. We have made our place. This is the time that we move forward with the next and organized support. With an organization. We have Vishwa Hindu Parishad here. We have Hindu Council. We have all the stakeholders right here in this room. So we need that organization support behind that individual. Next, succession plan. Come on, guys, we are all getting older by the day. Don't ask me my age, though. My birthday is in 2-3 days. But I'll take all the good wishes, though. But succession plan, our next generation, look at the youth around us in our room. There has to be a grading in every organization. We have very respected OM Nihal Agarji with us. There has been a succession plan. There are people who are ready to take up the ropes moving forward. We need to do that because if we don't make space for that, that will not happen. What will have to happen with our youth? Next is the goals, the individual, community, and the country goals. We are into bilateral relationships. We are being supported. We have to just take a step forward. Then guidance and advice. Now, when we talk about guidance and advice, sometimes people think, oh my God, can I give feedback? What will the person think? Well, the person will think is one, either the person will learn. Second, the person will be like, okay, I'm great, I'm good, I'm going my way. That's all. But you do the right thing. You reach out and make that phone call. You reach out and say, look, I feel this way. How do you feel? The answer can be either of the two, yes or no. So be prepared for that. That's okay. Take it on the chin. Now, Australia's lay of the land is such. I have missed out intentionally the tails because I don't like them. I don't approve of them as a political party which has proven its game in the country as yet. They are still very new, so that's not at all. Let them prove themselves for a couple of decades and then I'll talk about them as a political party which is keen to work in the country. Now, why do I put this up? Because I want all of us to become a party member. Yes, I am a Liberal Party member. I would love all of you to join the Liberal Party, but then again, pick the party that you relate with most. If you feel you want to be a part of Labour Party, be the part, be the active part, because then you will be the point of contact for all our community members wanting to get the jobs done, wanting to share the ideas. Be that. That's great. But be the part. Join a party. Engagement at all three levels. Just don't limit yourself to the local government. Just don't be the councillor. Be the MP. Go for it. Have a go. Have your own race. Don't hold back. Don't just step on each other. We have so much over there. Do you ever see one restaurant not opening, another next to the other in the same street? You ever seen that? We have Harris Park right here. We have so many restaurants. We love it. You go and pick your own thing. There's so much fish out there. Go for it. Then working with and in the system, I always encourage the young people to join one of the parliamentarians' office. Why? You will learn how it works, how they do their jobs on a daily routine. Our kids should be taking that as a part-time role. Go for it. You will learn and you will come back and teach us. Mom, that's how they do it. Why don't you do it this way? So that is a part and parcel of the succession plan. The younger generation, include them. Drag them along. Yes, initially they'll feel, oh, really, do I have to be there? Because they're so much caught up in the world of the school education system, which we have brought them into in Australia. But bring them, and then you will see they will become a part of parcel of this, our Hindu system. Another thing, expand to be inclusive. I personally feel the more you teach, the more you learn. Investment and networking goes hand in hand. The earlier slide was about networking. Those CEOs did not become CEOs overnight. They worked their way. Investment, I'm talking about the financial support, the funding. We all know politics is a game of patience. Have that patience, it pays off. Have your way, have your plan. Know your vote bank, know your people. It's not important how many people know you. The more important part is how many people you know. How many people you can reach out to and say, hey, come along, help. I need your help. And when you ask for help, it doesn't make you small. It actually makes you more humble and down to earth, and people relate to you. People understand you're one of them, which you are. You will never work out if you sit in that beautiful, top corner office. Now, campaigning, it's a hard game. Don't undermine it. You will need lots and lots and lots of friends. Especially, I love my friends. They bring me water bottles. They bring me food. If my girlfriend is here, Benu somewhere in the corner, or she would have left because she can hardly stand listening to me, she and her girls used to bring food for me when I was campaigning morning till night. Publicity, all channels of media, work-life balance. Sorry, I will not advocate for that because my boys are political orphans. I hardly give them time, but when I'm there, I'm theirs. So you need to have that work-life balance. Yes, as wives, you will always say to your husbands, you told me 10 p.m. you will be home, you're coming at 12:15, and next morning you'll have a fight. Yes, you will. But understand, there has to be some balance, some give and take. I'm guilty of doing that too. I'm not a superhuman. I'm not a superwoman either. I am guilty. I fight, but I try and establish the best of the balance. Team, volunteers, family, they are your support, your wants and needs of the community. That should be your priority. What does community want? But what does community need? Right now, what I feel is we need a Hindu aged care where our elderly need to be attended to. We need schools. Why are we so still working towards it? This is a long way, but yes, we need to get there faster. Come on, guys. You need to have that speed. Just quickly, what I have said and spoken until now, encapsulated. Come on, I'm a high school teacher. I need to have a collage over there. Okay? So, yes, I've taught at Westfield Sports High School for 15 years, and I still love those students. Now, when we are looking at, before you start your political journey, ask yourself these 3 questions. What am I doing? And why am I doing it? It gives you the reason and purpose. It also gives you the power to strategize. What are the results that I should be prepared for? Helps you mentally. It also builds up your team to manage thereafter. If you win the election, what should your team do? If you do not win the election, what does your team learn? And after success, all these things come in hand. But look, guys, thank you for listening to me. I do appreciate your patience. And as I told you, you gave the microphone to the politician. It's your fault. Thank you.